Well, motherfucking back.
Yeet.
What up?
Finally. We took a little bit of a week off because I had some technical difficulties and my $5,000 computer went down the shithole. So
Why'd you put it down?
Technology.
I didn't put it down the shithole. Somebody else put it down the shithole. I was at work when it got put down the shithole.
That's terrible.
It happened.
It was terrible. And we got lucky that I had a friend who was able to save our ass, who saved all of our old templates and everything else from the crashed, fucked up computer. So
thank goodness.
And what did we learn?
It was all right. But
don't do that.
Episode 24.
What's up, Angela? Hey, Jennifer.
What up, J-Lo?
What up?
We're actually almost halfway through season 1 here on Chronic Sports, which is dope. It's dope.
Nice.
Yeah.
I can't believe it went by that fast. He's just like, I've barely been here.
I was like, I didn't feel that way to me. But obviously we know why.
Yeah, it has. This episode 24, so we're damn near. You get 50. We do 50 episodes in the season, and we're damn near halfway through. So,
all right.
So first up, I'm gonna let you go, Mojo, with this first one because you were just ranting and raving before we even fucking started about it. Unless you want me to go into it,
I can go a little bit into it. We'll both go into it, but I'll start.
Okay.
So. We're looking at the Sky Star rookies will practice near a taco shop in a strip mall. That is the title.
Yeah. Now, this is the WNBA team, the Sky.
Yes.
Who they just drafted Angel Reese, which, you know, the badass from LSU that's been in headlines for the last 2 years.
Yep. With South Carolina.
No, she's not South Carolina. She was with LSU.
She was with LSU, but those two were.
They lost to South Carolina this year. They beat South Carolina last year and won the national title, and then South Carolina came back, got them, and won it this year.
Yeah, it was a good game.
So I guess they're throwing a fit because they're saying that. Okay, so the Sky, since they got this draft pick of some of these badass, you know, ladies from college come up, now they're in the WNBA. Their jerseys are already fucking sold out. Like Angel Reese's jersey, you can't even buy it. It's sold out.
You can't on eBay.
Yeah, probably on eBay, but you can't.
Double.
Yeah.
That's not even real.
Can't even get their fucking jerseys because they're sold out. So they have them practicing inside of a strip mall.
But come on. So what? You're playing basketball. All basketball courts are pretty much the same. Come on, you're practicing.
What they're trying to say is this pro, you know, you own a pro team. So all these other WNBA teams, they have state-of-the-art facilities. They have all these things for their players and taking care of their players. But the Sky is not. So if you kind of go deeper into it while we were going, I was pulling up some other stuff. They're talking about how they want to possibly create like a standard for the WNBA to where owners can't do shit like this where they're like cutting cost and stuff like that, which I get it. Like
Well, there should be a certain standard that they have to go, with and go across. But at the same time, why don't we, let's think about some of it a little bit. You have a bunch of freaking college teams around there. Why aren't any of the college teams offering up those practice times?
Right.
I mean,
well, maybe they did. Maybe they did, and the owners are like, "Nah, we don't want to pay," because they're going to want money.
Yeah,
like you could use our facilities, but you're going to have to pay us, whatever rent or whatever. And they're like, "Nah, we don't want to do that."
Yeah, we don't do the whole rent thing.
Yeah.
Well, they obviously are renting if they're practicing in a fucking
strip mall.
Yeah,
Next to the taco shop, at least you get to have your lunch when you're not done with practice.
Yeah, you can go outside.
Okay.
Fucking tacos.
Right?
Tacos.
Like, okay, it's not luxurious, but you can still play.
All your basic needs are met for sleep.
Right?
Yeah.
You don't have to go anywhere. You can
got a practice spot and you got tacos.
Yeah. I don't see the problem.
I get what they're trying to say at the end of the day.
Hopefully the tacos are good. I mean, everywhere's got tacos, but are they good tacos?
Maybe that's why they're upset. They're not.
Right. Maybe they are tacos because that's why they're there.
I would be fucking pissed if they weren't good tacos.
That would be the worst, right?
Every order comes with hard avocado. Also with too much garlic.
Oh, shame.
Garlic, yeah.
But I think there should be some kind of a standard, though. I mean, like you were saying, there should be a standard of what these owners have to put their money into, and also the safety of their players, because it is probably a safety issue as well. Think about it.
Safety, like what?
Random people coming in and out, getting their tacos. I mean, you're in a strip mall with professional athletes. If they probably can't even walk down the freaking hallway without getting, bombarded from fans.
Yeah.
So there is a huge safety issue.
Yeah. I wonder if they have anything in place, like security.
Yeah.
Okay. So the next big one, what?
I told him if he was going to trust the mall cop.
I don't know about that. No. So the next one is letting Pete Rose into the Baseball Hall of Fame.
All right.
Did he have to die first?
No. I mean, no. Well, yeah. Do you know who Pete Rose is, right?
Baseball.
Okay, so Pete Rose was banned from baseball in, I think, like 89 over allegations of betting on baseball when he was a player and a manager.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Now, I don't know. Like I said, they say allegations. So, obviously, if they're saying allegations, that I'm assuming that means that it was never actually proven. Yeah. But he's been banned from being in the Hall of Fame since then. So Ohio lawmakers want him, and I don't know why the fuck Ohio lawmakers are even involved in the fucking Major League Baseball. That's beyond why the fuck you would even fucking care, and why you're even lobbying for this. I hope the hell taxpayers are not paying you to fucking get Pete Rose into the Hall of Fame, because that's fucking retarded.
Anyway. That is. He was a big part of baseball. I mean, it is what it is. And if that's the case, then the new guy needs to, be kicked out already, right? The Ohtani guy.
Right.
He's part of a big scandal right now. So what are we saying? If somebody's part of a scandal, even if they're guilty or not, they're going to get railroaded? Come on.
I think you should let him into the Hall of Fame. The man is 83 years old.
I know.
He won 3 World Series championships. 3. And you're telling me you're not going to let this fucking man in?
Yep. It's ridiculous.
Over allegations.
All it takes is one fuck up. Or, sorry, one screw up.
Well, you say
Well,
sorry.
there's
Fucking cuss all you want to. We're not PG here.
well,
Well,
here's the thing about it, though. If it was a football player, because this is what happens, and this is what I see more of, they can get away with a little bit more.
Well, I mean, that kind of can go into the next one of Reggie Bush getting his Heisman back after having it taken away like 14 years ago.
Reggie Bush? Man, I haven't heard that name in a while.
Well, back in 2005, they took his Heisman Trophy because of supposedly I guess he was getting certain benefits behind the scenes, which to me, college players have always gotten that shit. He just happened to get caught.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I don't think that was on him. That was other people offering him the shit and like shoving it to him.
Yeah, he just.
But in college they really make that well known. Like you really shouldn't be taking stuff from people, but if you do,
Well, now you can. They changed it. Now college players are getting paid. They can now.
Yeah.
So that's why they ended up having to give him the fucking trophy back because they took the trophy from him, but are now letting players get that special treatment that he got in trouble for and got his Heisman pulled.
It's like people who went to jail before stuff was legalized. They're still in the wrong because at the time it was illegal. It's not that now. Yeah, I know. I completely agree.
The day they legalized all that shit, they should have fucking cleared them all out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they learned from it and not, this is how it is now. Sorry about everybody else. Right, because you can always go back and try to make right, and then doing all that for all those people, I mean, you're going to change, thousands of lives, millions of lives. So why wouldn't you do it? But it's good they're getting paid now. It just makes it all public. That's all that is. There was stuff behind doors, done, and then now they don't have to hide it. So obviously some stuff is still going to be hidden, but it's going to be more public now. And that's good they're making some kind of money because, you need it in college.
They should. I think college, definitely for the big names for college. Trying to get your way up there. You're trying to go into being a professional. All those things, the stuff that you're putting your body through. The only thing that kind of stinks about that is the politics that go around that of what schools have the most money and the founders and all of that stuff. So,
yeah, I mean, and this goes into it like it's, but and it's not that he didn't deserve, like he did deserve the Heisman. So I don't think they should have fucking taken it from him.
Yeah.
Literally, the only thing that they received, they said he received benefits worth more than $100,000 from agents while enrolled at USC. Okay, so over $100,000 in the span of what, 2 to 4 years. I don't know how long he was in there. The benefits also included weekly payments and a year of rent-free living at a California home of Michael Michaels, who I guess had some type of marketing agency. So, I mean,
I just want to know why they chose him to mess with when they damn well know that they do this stuff behind the scenes. We all know it. Everybody knows it. We're not dumb.
He was an example.
Yeah, but you use one example every 5-10 years? Like, what's up with that?
You have to remind the people.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that one time. I mean, come on.
I agree. I definitely think that they chose him for some fucking reason to pick on. Like, I honestly don't know why they did that, but they did. And yeah, he got the Heisman back. But like, what about like all the fucking embarrassment and shit like that he had to go through when like losing that shit?
Yeah, all the money he probably lost because there goes all of his endorsements and everything that he did, and then his name is dragged through the mud and blah 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 blah, which nobody should have been judging because they were all doing it anyways. They just didn't get caught.
Right. Right.
But what kicked that off, though? That's what I want to know. Like, what made them be like, "Oh, he's doing this"?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Joel said in the comments, women athletes are still not getting fair treatment. So I wonder if there's anything like that happened in women's sports, or they took something away and we just didn't hear about it, like a title or an award or something. That's what I'm about to look up to see.
I'm sure there's some.
Nothing as of recent, at least not that I'm seeing. So the next one I'm going to go into
how far back was Reggie Bush? I mean, geez.
Yeah. So the next one we're going to go into is poor old Bill Belichick.
Billy boy.
First off, I feel like Bill Belichick, he's apparently found a new job. That's in rough quotations. It's more of a new job-ish. It's not a full-time job, but it's kind of a recurring job. So he's going to be a recurring guest on the Peyton Manning broadcast.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
didn't see that coming.
There's this whole conspiracy, which I think we could actually take up a good amount of time on this.
Yeah. Well, for $25 million a year, we can cover some stuff.
You're talking about one of the greatest coaches in NFL history.
Yep.
Now, you could sit there and say he couldn't have done it without Tom Brady, which you could be right.
Yeah.
But guess what?
That's the first thing that comes to mind.
He's the one that drafted Tom Brady.
Mm-hmm.
He's the one that drafted Tom Brady.
Yeah, but Tom Brady isn't great because of Bill Belichick. Tom Brady's great because of Tom Brady.
Well, yeah, you're right. But Bill Belichick was the one that was smart enough to fucking draft him.
Yeah.
And he didn't draft him until the fucking 7th round. So there could have been
dang.
Yeah, he was drafted until the 7th round.
Wow.
Exactly.
There's a lot of big game ones that have done that.
Tom Brady was drafted in the 7th, the last round of that year's NFL draft. So any team could have got him at that point. But Bill Belichick literally he won the goddamn golden ticket.
So
he did.
What pick did the Patriots have? Number 7?
Do what?
They had a 7th round pick, the Patriots?
Everybody does. There's 7 rounds in the NFL draft. 7 rounds.
Okay.
So each team gets 1 pick unless there's trades or complimentary picks because of whatever. But every team at least has 1 draft pick per every round. Unless you trade your shit away for other players or whatever. So there's 7 rounds. And you go through those 7 rounds, taking turns and there's certain ways that it gets decided as to what picks you have throughout the whole entire thing. It would take us fucking hours to explain the NFL draft. But the 7th round is the very last round of the NFL draft. So that's like
which is coming up.
Yeah, the NFL draft is coming up.
Yeah.
So
I think I remember. I'm sorry. What I heard was I think Peyton Manning was like real scrawny when he came out of college, so that's why he didn't get picked. I think I remember that. If I'm not incorrect.
Peyton Manning was picked in the draft. Yeah, Peyton Manning was drafted.
Yeah, but so what was his like average career weight versus his draft weight?
Oh, I have no fucking idea.
Yeah.
He's probably a little guy.
Just to kind of contribute more to the reason why he got picked in the 7th round.
Tom Brady?
Yeah,
because they said he was extremely he's tall as fuck. He's like 6'6". Yeah. But he was one of the reasons that a lot of people didn't pick him is because he was slow. Slow as fuck.
Oh, I got it.
If you watch Tom Brady run, it looks like goddamn fucking Frankenstein with his concrete boots. Run. I mean, he is not at all. But what he lacked, in that he made up for in every other. Obviously, the motherfucker's won 7 Super Bowl. He's got 7 rings.
Yeah.
Fucking 7 rings.
Yeah, he was 211. He was 211 when he entered, and then he weighed 225 for his career. So that's the same. No, that's the same for 22 seasons, 25 seasons.
Well, that just shows you don't have to be fast. It's kind of nice if you just use your brain and use what you got.
So Bill Belichick, obviously, and he's gotten diamond in the roughs before because look, he did Tom Brady. He drafted Julian Edelman. They picked up Wes Welker. I mean, there's been player after player after player after player that Bill Belichick was able to pick up and turn into something. Just like with Randy Moss, when Randy Moss was getting in all that trouble, we went and got him. Well, the Patriots went on that year that they had Randy Moss, and it was one of Tom Brady's biggest years, obviously, because he was passing to fucking Randy Moss. They went undefeated. Now, they did lose the goddamn fucking Super Bowl that year. Shitty as hell. You go undefeated.
And then you lose.
First time since the 1970s. There's only 2 teams that have ever went undefeated in the season, and then you had to lose the Super Bowl on your undefeated season.
Right.
To a team that you beat the last game of the regular season, and you beat the shit out of them the last game of the season, and then you go to lose to them in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, we all have off days.
Oh, but anyways, so this man, Bill Belichick, does all this stuff. He's got this enormous win record. He's up there with George Halas and all these other amazing fucking NFL coaches. He's obviously going to be in the Hall of Fame. He could still coach. And everybody thought he was actually about to be the next coach of the Atlanta Falcons. Then all of a sudden something happened. And he had all these interviews lined up and all this shit kept happening. And the next thing you know, he's not on the sideline for the first time in 50 years.
Yeah.
50 years.
50 years.
He's been coaching and on this sideline of an NFL team for 50 years.
Dang. How old is he now? Like in his 70s or?
Yeah, at least.
I mean,
I think he's close to. I think he's close to that.
52. He's at 70 something right now.
I'm looking.
I don't know.
I know he's up there. Let's see.
Yeah, if he's been coaching for 50 years, he at least had to start in his early 20s.
I'm sorry. He's 72 years old.
Yeah.
See? Whoa.
72 years old. You've been on the sideline for 50 years. What's up, Alyssa? So you've been on the sideline for 50 years and all of a sudden you're not. So the rumor is that Robert Kraft somehow got pissed off. There's some fight between him and Robert Kraft, which is the owner of the Patriots, and blackballed Belichick.
Ooh, what? Something smells so fishy there.
Well, I mean, to me, it does, because how can you be a coach for 50 years?
A good
right?
coach.
You've won 8 rings. He's got 8 rings as a coach across. He won 2 rings, I think, with the Giants as I think defensive coordinator, and then he won 6 rings with the Patriots. But he took the Patriots to 8 Super Bowls. He won 6 out of the 8.
Yeah.
So how the hell do you go from having 8 Super Bowl rings and you have this track record as a head coach? Why the fuck would you not hire him? Like with Atlanta, why the fuck would you not hire him if there wasn't some fucking dirty shit going on?
Brendan knows it's dirty too, because that's some dirty shit. It's because they're like, oh, he's getting older, so
Well, I mean, come on, we got
no
pretty into his retirement age president. So why not, right?
Well, I mean, there's so many things that he can do, even if it's not being right up there coaching or doing something of that, finding players for them. Like, come on.
He knows.
Why wouldn't you want to pick his brain? Like, I would. If I had a team, I would. Shoot.
So something doesn't make sense.
Right.
No.
So I feel like he was blackballed. That's just my feeling. I feel like dirty shit going on. And I feel like Bill is getting fucked.
That makes sense.
They're probably mad because they couldn't beat him. I mean, if you think about it, look how many times they were winning. Maybe they were just sore losers.
Salty about it.
I mean, first off, to me it would have been really interesting to see him be the coach of the Atlanta Falcons, because think about what he did to the Atlanta Falcons in that fucking Super Bowl. You're down 28-3. Atlanta's beating the Patriots' ass, and Bill Belichick and Tom Brady come back to win the goddamn fucking Super Bowl. 28-3 in the fucking third half.
That's right.
The biggest comeback in Super Bowl history. And then you go to fucking coach the goddamn Falcons. And what would have been even greater is if he would have coached the Falcons and actually took a shitty Falcons team to the fucking Super Bowl.
They did get better that year, but still, they didn't win. But, I mean.
No.
Dude, some people would have walked away millionaires on the freaking gambling on,
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Bro.
Easily.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. So ridiculous.
So we're in agreement that we think Bill Belichick's getting fucked.
Yeah.
I think they're just mad because they've been losing too much. Look, like I said, I would pick him. He would be like in my top list of people I'd put on my team.
Here's my thing is what would Robert Kraft get out of blackballing Bill? What are you getting out of blackballing him?
Blackmail? I don't know.
Other than scared to face him with another team. But I mean, the Patriots have sucked ever since Tom Brady left. So what's it fucking matter? You're going to lose anyways.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I guess could be is like not having to give as much money because, I mean, let's face it, Bill Belichick should be bringing in the freaking dineros there, and the other guys are probably just getting pennies. So if they're going to do a major cut, that would be one of the big ones. So they're going to take the ones that are making the most and who are the oldest, which is messed up because he can be put somewhere else where.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. I get that part, but why would you make sure that he doesn't get another coaching job in the NFL?
Okay,
that doesn't benefit you.
Two reasons. One is from the comments. J-Lo and Alyssa said cash. Cash is one. I'm saying because he freaking wrote the playbook for their whole. He knows all their plays like the back of his hand.
Now that makes more sense.
Then he should have a retirement plan that they pay
to keep
and
him
not
around.
Just be. Yeah, that's just freaking rude. You can bring him back on so many different things.
So, okay, then that's another thing. Who's to say he's not already doing that? And then we're thinking he's blackballed. And then we're thinking because he knows the plays or it's money.
Well, it don't matter because his playbook is scratched. They scratched that because anytime the NFL loses like a big head coach, they scrap the entire playbook. And the new fucking head coach comes in and redesigns a whole new playbook. So this year, you're going to see a brand new Patriots team because they have all new fucking coaches because they wiped them all out. They got rid of all because Belichick also had two sons that coached on the team too. Both of them gone.
Wow. Okay. So
both of them are, and his sons ain't even in the NFL anymore. They're in college now.
Did you see them throw it out? No.
All right, J-Lo. All right, we're going to take a commercial break real quick. We'll be right back.
Rise and shine, my sinners. When Father Evil starts his day, he gets a little deadly. Deadly Grounds coffee has the richest, smoothest flavor you'll find anywhere. It's sinfully delicious. Once you go deadly, you never go back. Order yours at getdeadly.com. Coffee's so good, it's scary.
You know what I fucking hate? Fucking animal whore. A fucking shark. Bitch, please, this fucking dildo with teeth is beating your ass. It took you 2 hours of film to kill a goddamn shark. Fucking Steve Irwin could have fucking showed up, took a shot at Jack, would have been like, crikey, you motherfuckers can't do shit. We're just gonna jump in there with a knife, take here, got its guts out, presto, you're dead. It would have been like a scene from 300, Crocodile Hunter, guts wrapped around him, screaming, "This is Discovery Channel!"
All right, so that's a little clip from an animated movie that will be coming out from Hellfire in 2025. There's also a comic book coming out that will be coming out at the end of this year called The Necro Gods. So check that out. That is one of the lead characters of the comic book Scoops the Clown, which is voiced by myself. And you'll see a whole slew of other characters, things going on. If you want to see like the background stuff and all that shit, follow me, Jags DeVille, on TikTok and Instagram, and I'm going to be posting a lot of behind the scenes stuff and leaking shit from the comic book.
Some good stuff there, guys. Hey, Paul, that actually does sound good. I went to the website yesterday. The coffee bags are only like $13, but they have a blueberry one that I've been wanting to try, but I don't know if I just order from the website or I got to email somebody first.
No, you just order from the website.
Okay.
Yeah, just order from the website. Anyway, so on keeping on with our Bill Belichick thing, because this was a good topic.
Yeah.
See, that's it's just nothing fucking makes sense about it. Like nothing. Obviously, he was blackballed. Now, Robert Kraft has got some massive power, especially with the NFL owners. He's got massive power. He's been an NFL owner for an extremely long time. He's on the fucking board. I mean, the dude's on the board of Cox Cable. He's on the board of a bunch of other like big mega fucking companies.
Yeah.
Did you see what J-Lo said?
What? Where?
Yeah.
Oh, fucking J-Lo. So I don't get like I don't get Robert Kraft's. Okay, so say you blackballed him, and why do you not want him working in the NFL? Why do you not want him being a coach?
You know what? Maybe. Okay, I'm going to go this route, and I'm hoping that's not what is happening. But he is a little up there in his age. Maybe he's going a little cuckoo in his head. Maybe there's some health issues that they're just trying to be like, look, like, bro.
Yeah, but why would that matter? Why would you blackball somebody for their age? That doesn't.
We think
it's their health. Like, it would be their health. Like, if he's not
Robert
right.
Kraft blackballing you. So if you're being blackballed, that means you pissed him off. You did something to make him mad, to make sure that you don't have employment. Like that, it doesn't make sense. Like, why would you fucking give a fuck if he's got a job or not in the NFL? Why would you care? Why would you care enough that you're going to other owners and being like, don't hire this motherfucker, blah, 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 blah. And you're stringing around whatever rumors to keep him from getting employment within the NFL as a coach. So
obviously they were trying to push him for retirement and he's not doing it. That's what I'm saying.
Why would it matter? Why would he care? He shouldn't have a care. I mean,
maybe they needed to have someone to care for his own health.
So, but there's still a way to prove it.
I don't know. I'm just saying it's a good possibility that could be part of it too. They're just like
there's no good intentions behind that.
No.
I mean, you don't blackball somebody for good intentions. You're blackballing somebody for your own benefit.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that could be at fault here, but I mean, like you said, like you said, Jags, he could have really pissed somebody off, and that's the whole only
He
reason.
did, because I mean, Robert Kraft is the owner of the Patriots, and he made supposedly the rumor is he's made damn sure to make sure that he did not get another job as a head coach in the NFL. So that is a shitty move. That is vindictive. So if you're going to do that, there's no good intentions behind doing that to somebody.
Yeah,
You know, that's like calling somebody's job and telling them that, oh, he's a thief, he's this, he's that, she's this, she's that, to keep her from having employment, to make sure that you hurt them.
Yeah,
that is bad intentions. So obviously there was something that transpired to make Robert Kraft go to the extent of making sure that he does not have employment.
Yeah,
Wow.
And this podcast is going to be lit, because they're going to be asking questions, and he's going to be saying stuff, because obviously he's got to be a little ticked off about it. Like, wouldn't you? Like, obviously anybody would be ticked off about it.
Mad about it. Belichick, hey, if he wants to come on this show and tell us what happened, he can have my spot.
Love to have Bill Belichick.
Come on, Bill. Come and tell us what happened, bro.
That's a 52
inquiring mind.
Conversation.
Oh, I'd fucking shit my pants.
I'm just saying, I'll give him the platform. Go right ahead there, Bill. Come on in.
He ain't gonna do that. He probably don't want to go up against old Robert Kraft.
We ain't gonna put him up against nobody.
Watch us get a cease and desist in our email tomorrow.
Stop asking for people.
Coming up with these theories.
Y'all can't talk about these theories.
It's too accurate.
Right?
No,
hey,
you're
not my team. I don't care.
What?
I'm good.
The whole Hellfire Entertainment will be ceasing.
Well, who knows? I just want to know the truth. I would give them the platform to tell the truth.
Right. All right, so we got another big story that we kind of want to get into, and this will cover like 2 different stories that are up right now. This is the whole thing about Saudi Arabia getting involved in U.S. sports and creating their own sports leagues to kind of take down U.S. sports leagues. So it first started with golf. So Saudi Arabia went and created this, I think it's like LIV League or something, Live League.
Yeah.
And is offering like astronomical money to these U.S. golfers to come over there and play in this league.
Professional golfers, correct?
Yeah, it's a whole nother professional league based out of the Saudi Arabia.
It's entertainment. People with money, they want to see stuff.
Yeah. So they're taking U.S. sports players and starting their own leagues and offering them astronomical amounts of money. And so PGA, to fight back, they did a bunch of stuff and opened up a bunch of stuff, and they're giving like certain incentives to players that stay. So like in this instance, it was Tiger Woods and fucking, oh god damn it, I'm trying to think of his fucking name for a minute. Give me a second. I'm trying to find, because I lost my fucking spot. God damn it. Oh, Rory McIlroy. So for them staying, they gave them basically loyalty bonuses. So here it talks about among the golfers expected to be given equity. So they're giving them equity in PGA Tour enterprises as a thank you for sticking with the tour instead of jumping to the rival LIV Golf. Woods will receive $100 million, and McIlroy a $50 million stake in the newly formed enterprise for not taking lucrative offers from the Saudi-backed LIV as merger negotiations between the two circuits continue to drag on. So now I don't know if that means that they're talking about merging the two.
No, Everybody's gonna dissolve. It's gonna be like 5 players.
Well, see, now you have this shit going on with the tennis world. And
Right.
again, in tennis, they're wanting to make all these changes. But of course, the money that's coming from these investors that want the changes, it's coming from Saudi Arabia.
Hey, Paul, that's a good point. Wasn't Tiger gonna get out?
He was,
He
but
was.
he's been back for a hot minute.
Not with $100. What was it? $100 million.
$100 million
I know.
stake in
Billion.
PGA.
Billion.
I thought he got 100 million, or well, what, a 1 million? It's 1 million, right?
Yeah, well, see, right. It's 100. So Woods will receive 100 million, and McIlroy a 50 million stake. It says a substantial portion of current PGA Tour members will be rewarded with equity in the new for-profit entity, which is a memo that was put out in February by Commissioner Jay Monahan. And let's see, PGA Tour Enterprises is majority owned by the tour and bolstered by a $1.5 billion investment by Strategic Sports Group, which is basically just a whole shit ton of sports team owners that have created this company. So there's this whole big fight with Saudi Arabia getting involved in sports entertainment. And what a lot of these sports owners are afraid of is Saudi Arabia literally crippling or bankrupting U.S. created sports divisions.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Kelly makes a good point on her message she put up there. The LIV made it so much easier for newer players to start and get in because the PGA is too exclusive. I mean, I can see that as well. I mean, there isn't a whole lot of golfing like professionals out there that we really see. You usually only see maybe a handful, right? The other ones you don't even know they exist.
Well, they make it hard. I mean, there is like a level of exclusivity in PGA, and like I know it all too well because I work in, my day job. I work in a resort that actually is host to a major PGA tournament every year, which actually just ended, which is the Heritage. So I actually work in the resort where the Heritage takes place. And like I've talked to some of these golf pros before, and I wish they would let me talk to them like on camera, but they fucking won't. But they've told me stuff behind the scenes. And it's extremely hard. They're a bunch of fucking snobby elitist assholes as far as the league and the PGA commission and the board and all that shit. Yeah. And it's like a part of me wants to be like, how the fuck does one even become a pro golfer? Like, what the fuck are you supposed to do that? I know there's like tournaments you can enter.
Oh yeah, there's all kinds of
like all like amateur tournaments to be able to be qualified as a PGA golfer, and there's this whole fucking thing about it.
I think it's a point, kind of like a point system, if I'm correct. I could be very wrong, but I think you have to have so many points from, I don't know,
from like amateur. Yeah, but it's got to be like a PGA sanctioned amateur golf tournament. But it also helps if you are in the pockets of the board.
Well, yeah. But that's what these guys go to college for. I mean, a lot of them are going to those spots where they can get in really easily.
But, like, I mean, Jags, you would have to obviously know a lot of people because that's what Kelly was saying is, like, the PGA is pretty exclusive.
Yeah, and it's more about, I think it's more about who you know than what you can. I mean, obviously you do have to be good to a certain extent.
Yeah.
But if you're good and it's like you have to be good and you have to know the right people.
Yeah.
You can't have one. It all boils down to that.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to get back into this topic. What?
I'm sure if they equaled it out better, we would probably have more people stay and not want to go over.
It'll be interesting to see what happens.
I agree. All right, we're going to do a commercial break. We'll be right back. All right, so getting back into the golf thing. So, okay, let me ask y'all this. So with all this bullshit with Saudi Arabia and the two different golf entities, what would you do in order to try to keep Saudi Arabia from crippling the PGA? Like how would you make it easy? Like how would we?
We're talking about like impossible or
How
like
would we stay competitive? No, how would we possibly stay competitive?
I mean, money is like what the only thing, dude.
Yeah, but you got to take away the whole exclusive shit from the PGA. You'd have to make it easier to get in.
Yeah.
So, how would you create a structure to make it easier for players to get in? Because obviously, if that's the big play that Saudi is doing, with making it easier for lesser or more unknown players to come play at a professional level and make that kind of money, what would you do as the PGA to compete with that?
I would make it like a minor and major league.
Nah, I do a lottery.
Ooh, a lottery would be fun.
Yeah, for new players, I do a lottery, maybe like 5 lotteries and 5 voted in. Just to keep it like on edge. Like if you got a fan favorite and they're showing up, like Happy Gilmore, like come on, that's entertainment best.
But it should be more available. I mean, that's really what it's really about. If that's all that they're doing, yeah, they get money, but at the same time, you know, what else is over there? Are you going to move your whole family? Are you going to
Kelly's actually onto something.
That's a good idea.
Here's what I think you should do. If they were going to do this and you're trying to let people in, now this doesn't matter if you're a golf pro already or not. I don't give a fuck about your sponsorships. Yeah. So say you have, I don't know, just for shits and giggles sake, I don't know exactly how many PGA tournaments there are, but let's say there's 25 a year. Okay, 25 a year. So and these are based upon different areas. So what I would do is a certain amount of tournaments prior to the big one. And you have to get in, you have to place a certain place, like a pole position. So say you've got 10 tournaments going on within the same weekend. Okay, all over the place. You've got your big tournament that's on this weekend. So before that, you have all these amateur tournaments, and you have to include everybody, including major pros. And you have to earn pole positions for that big tournament. So you have to basically play to play.
Yeah.
So you have to play in all. You have all these smaller tournaments which cover all these people. First off, you're going to make more money on entry fees because obviously you have to pay entry fees to play.
Yeah, because everybody wants to be part of the PGA, get the green jacket.
Right. So it's like, okay, you got all these golfers. All right, make it a fucking free-for-all. So you have 25 major tournaments a year. Let's say that. Just like I said, for shits and giggles.
Yeah.
You've got 25 major tournaments. Before that, you have X amount of completely open tournaments. However many you want. If you're going to let 50 golfers into that big, huge one, okay, so if you have 10 tournaments, the top 5 from every single one of those tournaments, if you're placed 1 through 5, you get to play in that big ass tournament.
Yeah.
Hands down.
You can do it conference wise as well. You know, kind of like you got basketball and football and all those Eastern, Western, Central.
Well, they don't want to do that because one, it's going to drag the season out really fucking long. and then you're talking about the money for all these fucking tournaments and all this shit that they do. They're not going to want to fucking do that. And it's a singular sport. Conferences work when you have team sports, but not so much as a singular entity, because golf is one of those sports where it's just you.
by itself.
Yeah, Jimlo said, what if hopefully it's not thousands of dollars, right? And if they would allow sponsors, like to make it available for everybody, maybe make it free, or I don't know, and then like a bracket.
No, these amateur tournaments, I would make the money low.
Yeah, well, you can start out free, and once you get to, a selected few, like 50, then you start charging. That way, you're at least going for something, and then you can kind of get some sponsorship along the way.
So I mean, there's no way that you could let them do a tournament for free, because if you let everybody enter for free, well, if you got fucking 300 goddamn players, it's gonna take you forever to get through that goddamn tournament.
Yeah,
especially when you're playing fucking 18 holes of golf. Think about have you ever went out and played 18 holes of golf?
Yeah, it takes a couple hours. But why have 300 people at one spot?
Because fucking stupid ass people would fucking do it just to fucking do it, just to get on TV to say they did it for clout, whatever. There's idiots that can't even play golf that would fucking go try to do it to make a mockery.
And then what? Well, yeah. And then why not make the eliminations faster, like end of day eliminations?
I mean, you could.
Yeah, it would knock them out faster.
And then start putting people into brackets like they're like weight classes. So that way it's even. You don't have just like a super good dude having a great day against, an average guy having a better day, right? Obviously, the better player is going to knock him out. But he was face up to someone his, I guess, experience level, then it lasts longer. But yeah, it could go a lot of ways. But that's a good topic. That's a good topic just to even get like top 10 things you could do to make it easier for everybody to get in.
Yeah,
or at least have a fighting chance. Like if they're an amateur or pro golfer, or they think they're good enough to be fucking pro, how are you going to make it where it's actually competitive and not who you fucking know?
Yeah.
So
I think that goes across the board, and no matter what sport, though, if you think about it,
it should be, but it's not, and that's one of the fucking problems. It's really not, because you think about it, and this goes across all the way across the board. Like I've seen, now you get your little diamond in the rough here every once in a while in sports that grew up poor and they were able to get in there, but how many fucking players where their family had money all the way through and got to go to the best colleges, and their parents had all the shit, and they got right into the NFL, and they got given all this shit. There's a lot more of them than they are those like from rags to riches stories.
Yeah.
True.
Honestly, there is.
Yeah. But there's a lot of really good players that don't have the money, that just can't and don't have the opportunities for it.
Exactly.
I wish there was an answer for all that. I really do, because I think we see a whole bunch of different people.
Right. I mean, you're gonna put it back on it should be solely on a talent scale. Like, are you talented? Can you do it? Do you have the skills to do it, and make it actually competitive? Not about now. Yeah, they all need to get paid, whatever. I'm totally fine with fucking sports players getting paid and all that, but it needs to be competitive. It needs to be on a level where everybody has the same opportunities to go out there and play and be competitive and earn those spots, not because of who your mommy and daddy are, or your mommy and daddy are giving fucking money to the booster club at the college, so you get a fucking free ride to that school, and you're automatically going to get that position, even if there's 2 or 3 kids in that school that are better than you at that position. They get that position. They're the ones that get to be seen out on the field. They're the ones that are going to get picked for the NFL, regardless that there might be another quarterback on that team that's a billion times better, but never got the chance to play, never got the chance to show out, so they don't get fucking drafted.
Yep. And that's where the diamonds and the roughs come in the drafting parts.
Because they don't think that they're there when they really are.
Yeah, but how many get missed? There's lots.
Oh, I'm sure there's a shitload.
Tons of people that were probably amazing and that should have been Super Bowl fucking heroes, but never got the chance because the colleges they went to, they got fucked because all these goddamn mommy and daddies who had fucking mega money, their kids got to play, their kids got the starting positions, and they got seen and got drafted, where these other kids that didn't have that kind of money and who had to struggle, they never got seen. So
J-Lo said you always don't need money. You don't always need money. Sorry.
You don't.
you may not, but in the world of what goes on, let's be honest, that fucking money goes a long way. Money talks.
It does. It's unfortunate that it is like that.
It's not fair. And I've seen it myself. I seen it in fucking high school, junior high, and elementary.
I think she was
I do
trying to
too.
say sex sales.
What the hell does that have to do with sports?
Well,
I don't know, but you want to know what I do know?
you're
Is
trying to
Boston
get someone to
won
advance.
tonight.
What?
Boston won. Woo, 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 woo. We beat those Maple Leafs tonight. We sure did. 4-2. Woo, woo. Here we come. It's gonna be our cup.
Yeah, you gotta get past my Vegas Knights first.
Uh-huh. Well, your Knights are getting ready to play the Stars right now, so we'll see.
We
That's
already
right. You
won
tell
first.
them, Deanna. Go Boston. That's right. We're going for the cup this year, and you can't have it.
I
Hey,
don't know.
you gotta get past us.
I think Dallas is going to take
I'm not getting
it.
past it there.
Well, right now
Many
y'all
of-
losing. Y'all losing to my team. So
Dallas is losing.
Why are we talking about old stuff?
We're talking about today.
You
Yeah,
can
right
change the
Right now. You play it right now.
So on that, we have ran out of time, boys and girls. Make
Right.
sure to join us next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Tomorrow night, Buzzkill Cinema. They're going to do Return of the Living Dead. Watch it. Check it out. They'll be on tomorrow. Saturday night, there will be Hellfire Lounge, which is going to be roller rink anthems.
It might be a movie night tonight then.
Roller rink anthems
Roller rings.
Saturday. Anyways, on that, we love you guys. Have a fantastic, fantastic rest of your week, and we will see you again on Saturday.
Well, I guess.
Or no, tomorrow night. Tomorrow night. I'm sorry, tomorrow night. We'll see y'all again tomorrow night.
We would have reminded him.
Tomorrow.
All right, we're out.
Bye.